Hello and welcome to Let's Play All Games, and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. We are in season 7 with Velan Racing, and we've done 11 races up to Vancouver, and we are doing fine so far this season. We are second in the constructors behind Steinman. I don't expect to hold on to second because Rossini is not far behind and they are better overall. As for the drivers, Surikov is second. Once again, I don't really expect him to stay second. Realistically, if he can stay above fifth, that would be a good result. So we are targeting third in the constructors. Now, with most of the season over, maybe we should start focusing on building parts for next season because we haven't done any parts for this season. So I'm thinking we build something for... See, our gearbox is still quite bad, despite the fact that we have a legendary currently. So why don't we build another legendary one and or something better. See, our current part is because we can build parts with high level risk, and so this is 1282. Okay, so let's build risky parts. Okay, acceleration, we're not worried about reliability, and because we're not going to use it this season anyway. And risk level, acceleration 60, 72 max. If we do 72 max, we'll have to improve them. And this is 1262, 1218, 13 something. Okay, so we'll do this. This is a very risky part already. This is up to 1258, 1370 something. So you're not building a legendary part, we are building an epic part, but it's also very high risk. And 1258, 1372. So if we can get it up to 1372, that would be excellent. It's quite expensive. It'll take 20 days, so don't think we have time to build anything else or money. Okay, let's see what the interview is about. It's probably something like you're being held back by the front wing or something. Engine seems to be holding the team back. Okay, he's so high with his morale that he's not bothered. Let's look at the scouting. She found information about De Graaf and Pascal Becker. So Becker is not as good as De Graaf. Interesting. He's aggressive. Fitness. Aha, so this is how we see. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Kasim Laboy. He's only 25. His 25 isn't particularly young. Cape Town expert. Okay, that is good. We need a Singapore expert, basically. Although we are not really looking for a driver, but Surikov's ego was getting out of control, so I just thought maybe. Okay, 2.5 per week. Cornering. Test track, handling development, smoothness, handling development, telemetry center. Okay, so basically you need to have all your buildings up to scratch. Get somebody with good potential and as young as possible, and let them let them do some reserve practice sessions. Improvement rate is good, I guess. Feedback is good. Staff center is helping her fitness. Bad at cars. Okay, we don't really need cars right now. Okay, scouting is done. Okay, since we have nothing else and a scout sitting doing nothing, why don't we keep scouting more people? Okay, younger people, as young as possible, with some potential. Okay, so we're already scouting AJ Abdi Kaukun something, and 21, 21, 21 should be better. Let's look at under 20s. Okay, because the younger they are, the more scope for uh, okay, this guy doesn't look too bad. Also, we need to probably invest in our okay, Saad Mathisen. Okay, 20 is good. Okay, look at all the youngsters basically. Okay, so we'll cut off at 21. So that's it. Yeah, get to work finding out if there is any talent there. Sponsor situation. Okay, Van Chai will be over after one race, after Singapore. Okay, let's head to Singapore. Singapore has the potential to help us, maybe. And are they doing anything else here? Can they do anything else here? Nope. Nothing else to do. Okay, report on race is okay. Boss is happy. Yeah, it's better than our expected. 37, 2.63, 35%. Yeah, please rain. Scouting finished. Weakest drivers in the world. Potential is good and given the chance. Drivers. Fitness is his strength. Struggles with braking. Low speed corners. I'm concerned about the performance of our car when it comes to slow corners. A new front wing would help us push on. It's great to be proud of our car's low speed cornering skills, right? Can make a huge difference. Yeah, I know we have a bad front wing. We have improved the wind tunnel. We'll see, buddy. No promises. We need a front wing. Yeah, sadly we don't have time or money to build the front wing. We already started building that, otherwise we could have built one, although there was only 10 days, so I don't think we would have managed. So she found out something about AJ. Ooh, braking 0. Dear God. How do you even become a racing driver if you don't know how to brake? Pessimist. Half empty fuel tank. Okay, I feel like he's a bit of a... Okay, I'm not really looking for anything. Okay, what's the dilemma? Yeah, we can't afford these stupid things. Okay, let's head to Singapore. Is Australia going to be wet? No, that is going to be a bad race. Anyway, so this is usually bad for us. It's wet, so hopefully we can get something out of here. Now, practice is clear. Quali is wet, heavy rain, and race is rainy, not heavy. Now, in the past, what I've done here is I've tried to go on the harder tire and do fewer stints, but that hasn't helped us here. So what I'm thinking is we try to go on the super softs a bit more. However, if it's wet in quali, we may not even get a chance to use the super soft. So we'll just have one extra set in case it's dry enough in quali, and we'll still have 2 for the race and 1 for that. Plus we have enough tires to mix up something. Next season we have different tires, so apparently it will help cars with better tire wear, people like us. I think Brutus is better on performance. I think that is the reason why we struggle so much. Like we were so far behind in terms of pace. So maybe that could help us. And we are weak on the front wing. So we should, as soon as we are done with the gearbox, I'll start building front wings. Even if we don't get to use them this year, I want a good front wing at the start of next season. So legendary or something with a lot of risk for both the drivers if possible. Okay, Marlene can do some work. I mean, Surikov, let's give Surikov some time as well. Let's stick with Cristiano, he's better. Because we want to give Marlene some track time. Okay, it is a little bit wet initially. Then it gets dry. So, what do we do? We'll stick with the dry tire. Okay, Cristiano, we need high downforce here probably. Sharp corners, so we probably need oversteer and short gearing. Okay, let's look at the tire situation. 17 to 19, 12 to 14, 8 to 10. So these are bad. Probably made a mistake getting so many of these. Okay, let's work on the quali since we have so many of these. This could be a bad mistake. I can already feel it. High downforce, oversteer, and short gearing. Marlene is smoother. That guy AJ, he couldn't brake to save his life. As always, I'll put the timestamps for all 3 sessions in the description and the comment section, so you guys can skip to whichever section you want to see. And yeah, so let's take practice. Okay, Marlene, out you go. Quali please, and 3 laps. And Cristiano, quali, 3 laps. I think I'm starting to understand the handling now. If the track has tight corners, we need oversteer. And we need a good front wing. That is our main problem. Okay, so we'll ignore the rain and continue what we are doing, because it dries out soon. Okay, it dries out and then gets wet again. So hopefully if we can do the quali. Yeah, hopefully we can do the quali, and then during when it's properly wet we will work on the race setup. I wasn't paying attention to what they were saying, so maybe let's focus. There should be an option to see what they've just said. Okay, handling is feeling superb here. Handling is spot on. Okay, so oversteer is good. So handling, they're happy, both of them. Okay, they're coming in this lap. We won't get level 3s here. We'll have to send them out for another lap. Okay, hurry back, guys. Great and excellent. Okay, so we are nearly there. The downforce, we probably need a bit more downforce. Handling, since she's right at the edge, we probably need to come back a bit. Okay, this should be right, I guess. Okay, just go out and come back straight away. With him, speed balance is perfect. Okay, so we probably needed to go more towards. Okay, got it. So handling, well, let's first start up on the downforce. This isn't much different. We want to change the handling, but we don't want to mess up the downforce. Okay, this should be better, I suppose. No, just stay. I do one more lap and come back. This should be enough to get to level 3s. Starts getting wet, dry, constant headaches. Two excellence and a great. So only the handling remains for this guy. Problem with the handling is if we touch it, it messes the gearing. See, this will definitely go worse here. No difference. Okay, I guess we'll work on the race setup. So now the thing is, it will be wet for about another 5-6 minutes. So let's get some work done on the interest, because we may actually need the interest during the race more than we might need the harder tire. Or maybe we are wrong in that assumption. Okay, handling is excellent, downforce is excellent, and the speed balance, I think we can go a tiny bit right on the edge probably. So this is the maximum we can go. Let's see if this changes anything, because it's so insignificant that I don't expect anything to happen. So setups are good to begin with. Now there will be a bit of rain for about 5 minutes. Maybe we can get up to level 2 and then come back and do a couple of laps on the dry tire, because we have level 3 on the super soft. Okay, we've got level 1 on the interest. Now if we can get level 2 on the interest, that would be good, I think. Okay, level 3 is done. Let's Cristiano do one more lap. 2 excellence and a great. Okay. There's still no improvement. So right at the edge, so we definitely need a bit less than this. Let's see what happens. This might actually get worse. Okay, since it is dry now, so let's get which tires should we go for. See, we don't want to use the softs even if we want to use them in the race because we only have 2 of these. So let's go on the medium. And let's see if we can get level 1s at least on the mediums. Okay, same thing, 2 excellence and a grit. Yeah, this is harder to tweak because it messes the other thing. So we'll just leave it as it is. This is good enough. Go on the medium and see how many laps you can do. We'll get race trim level 3, but I want to see if they can get level 1 on the... Yeah, level 1 should be doable on the medium tire. Level 2 might be a bit difficult. They should be able to start another lap. Maybe it's doable. So we hit level 1 on the mediums. Now let's see if Marlene can actually start this lap. Yeah, they should be able to do it easily. Yeah, so we'll get the data for this lap as well. No, I think they'll just miss out on level 2. Yeah. So I think good practice session. We got a lot of data. Maybe we should have brought in Cristiano at the same time after the inters. Okay, never mind. A decent session, I guess. Okay, on to quali. Okay, qualifying is dry, unfortunately. Yeah, it does get wet, but initially it is dry. So straight away go out and get as much time as you possibly can, as quick a time ideally before it starts getting wet. But it'll get after about 3-4 minutes. So I think it's enough to do a lap. I think most people... Okay, Surikov got 3 perfects. Yeah, it's not going to help us basically. So we go out, not necessarily the first ones. See, we have to time this perfectly. Okay, I think we have to go out. We have to get a lap in. So basically the last person who gets the lap in right at the maximum grip should get a good time. See, it's already dropping. And push. So Surikov has already started. Cristiano is starting. So... Okay, this is getting wet already. Come on, finish your lap as soon as possible. Should have gone straight away, I think. Okay, Surikov is nearly done. Okay, now it will start dropping because there is water now. People are still going faster. See, people who are even faster than us, they are struggling. Because we went right. Okay, there's still hope. One more stint at the end. Now people are going on the wets. That's stupid. Now we need to time our last session because see, there's some grip at the end. Yeah, hold on, hold on. But it's not that much. Okay, let's try, let's try. I hope there's enough time to start a lap. Come on. Okay. Now nobody is going out on the dry tire. We are risking it in the hopes that we can improve. Yeah, it is dry. Should be dry. Yeah, now let's see. Guys, we need an improvement here. Okay, Surikov is going a bit quicker. Cristiano is going a bit quicker. Surikov is not going quicker in the second sector. And no improvement. Okay, he has improved. So both inside the top 9. Okay, so at least it was worth it for him. So had we gone a little later on Surikov, we might have improved a bit because he could have made up one more place, at least gone past Costa. Okay, so it was wet, but it didn't help us out that much. Probably a bit because we would have been worse here. Okay, let's save the quali session. 8 and 9 is not bad to start the Singapore race. It depends what we see at the start. If it's wet at the start, then our weakness, which is the front wing, shouldn't matter. But if it's dry, then we will fall back. Unless we start on the super soft. Okay, it is wet. But yeah, it will be wet for everyone. So everybody will be on the inters, so it's not really. Yeah, okay, it's not wet for long. 9 laps. Yeah, sadly we can't really do much if it's the same conditions for everyone. See, everybody's on the same tires. Not much we can do. We'll attack a bit. Hopefully they won't crash. And we'll back off once the tires are warm enough. Hopefully they don't crash. Yeah, I'm not expecting much from this weekend now. And Cristiano has done a better start. Come on, Surikov, just don't let everybody pass you now. Bloody hell. Okay, good job, good job. Come on, stay on the inside, stay on the inside. Yes, yes. Come on. Good job, good job. Yeah, temperatures are good. Ease up. Temperatures are good, ease up. Now just stay close, don't let those people get their places back. This is better than I expected. Initially Surikov went down quite badly. Now stay close to the cars in front. Push on the fuel, push on the fuel. Yeah, Lipponen and Lipponen will be close now. Okay. Do we back off on the tires? Now this is something I'm not sure what to do here. Temps are getting too high. But will this slow them down? 1 second slower. See, now this guy is all over him. Okay, maybe just drive normally. Surikov is also doing a good job. See what the others are doing. Yeah, everybody's driving normally except for Becker. Yeah, they keep switching constantly, so it's hard to tell. But this is better than we expected. And I would hope they don't lose places now. Okay, fuel is getting a bit thin. But he's not going to hold off Lipponen for very long. Yeah, we can see our car is exceptionally slow in the corners. Tight corners, they catch up to us. See, that's the problem. See, now Surikov is also faster. Okay. Bergman has gone past as well. Yeah, this is not turning out to be as good as I thought. Stay close to Lipponen if you can. It's not that far ahead, I suppose. But after Lipponen, the front four are a long way ahead. We can see how slow we are in the corners. I mean, even they were slow there. Surikov is defending for his life here. Is there any point now? The tires are too hot anyway. Why don't we just push, since we are not going to use them for very long? What do we do now? Do we pit? See, Vercruci and De Wolf have gone to the soft. I mean to the medium. We can't pit them both on the same lap. Currently Surikov looks faster. Okay, let's pit Cristiano because Surikov looks faster. He might be able to do another lap. Actually, it's the other way around. Surikov is the smoother driver. So let's... No, should be... Because he can do more laps on these tires. That's why I'm thinking he's better. Although it doesn't really make much sense either way. Because he'll free up Bergman and Bergman will attack. Okay, let's think this through. See, if Surikov goes in, Bergman gets close to him, and when Surikov comes back, he'll be behind Bergman. So instead of Surikov, we send Cristiano to the pits. Yep. Now see, he's still behind Surikov. Now the issue is, both of them could end up behind Bergman. See, Bergman is in the pits. Okay, this is good. This is good. Perfect pit stops from my guys for once. For once, they did not disappoint. Cristiano, you can push because you need to. Hopefully, he'll come out in front, but this will be very tight between the three of them. Maybe even push on Surikov. Let's push on the tires. Oh, extremely close. But it worked out exactly as we wanted. So I'm happy with that. But I don't want Bergman to passing us on track now because that would just spoil everything. See, Lipponen is still ahead. Yeah, so it's sort of stays as it is. Yeah, no difference there. Okay, Surikov, fuel, back off maybe. Cristiano, you need to get a bit further ahead of Surikov now. You are pushing on the fuel. But now the temperatures are getting hot. Back off. Surikov has a job to do now, which is to hold up Bergman. I think Bergman, Velan Racing, they're also good on their tires. They're, I think, probably the best on tire wear. We are also pretty good. Okay, Surikov push on the fuel. Cristiano back off on the fuel. Now this is hard work, managing two drivers at the same time, with the third one behind us, not our guy, but we have to keep him behind both of our drivers. Now Surikov is thinking, why don't I just get ahead of my teammate? So Surikov goes ahead of his teammate and our game is done. So back off. Yeah, I think Bergman will pass us. This is too much headache for me. I would actually prefer if he just goes past. Makes my life a little easier. Constantly looking after the tire, the fuel, and trying to keep a guy behind who's clearly faster. Okay, push. Push one lap, conserve one lap, push one lap, drive normally. Okay, Cristiano is starting to get ahead, which is good to see. Okay, just let's see if there's any rain. Yes, there is rain towards the end. So lap 28, 29. 28, 29 basically. Okay, so can we actually get another 10 laps out of these tires? Okay, this is interesting. We probably went in lap 10, so this is lap 17. This is 7 laps in, this is the 8th lap. I think we might be able to squeeze in if we keep conserving. But he needs to hold off Bergman. But now others are queuing up. Persani is behind Bergman. Yeah, this is a difficult race, and it's not only difficult, it's quite stressful now with the car so close behind and constantly having to manage. Yeah, if we had a better front wing, we would have been a bit further ahead of Bergman. He's now going to make a move. No, he's too far behind. Pace is still good. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll back off on the fuel and get normal on the tires. Still need another 8-9 laps, maybe 10 even. Okay, see, we backed off a bit and the fuel is green again, so keep pushing on the fuel. And attempts are going up. It's too much. Okay, he's done an excellent job protecting his teammate as well as keeping the other guy behind. Okay, so let's see the rain situation again. So lap 29 basically. Lap 22. Still quite a few laps. Let's conserve the tire a bit because temps are going up again. Now Cristiano is slowing down clearly. The last thing we would want now is Surikov to get ahead of his teammate. That would ruin everything. Okay, back off on the fuel. Back off on the fuel. Yeah, we are in a different race. Lepponen is so far ahead now that if we keep ourselves doing what we are doing so far and just stressing ourselves out, we may be able to do 6 and 7, maybe. Look at that, he's getting faster. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Yeah, Bergman is now going to get past. If he doesn't, yeah, Persani has actually managed to get past. But Persani is a bit thin on his tires, so he might actually pit soon. So Persani could help us out here by holding up the other guy. But Surikov needs to make a move. Not make a move, I mean get a move on. Same for Cristiano. Okay, I think temps are fine, so push a bit on the tires. Yeah, lap 29 is when we go. Okay, Persani is pitting. So I think if he goes on the inters, it's probably early. If he goes on to the dries, then it will be a mistake. Okay, he has gone. Let's see what he comes out on. He's on the dries, so I think that's a mistake. Okay, good question. Tires are fairly worn. Okay, then back up a bit. Surikov is fine on the tires. He might struggle. You push on the fuel. We need one more lap out of you. Okay, Surikov is in trouble now. Okay, Surikov, push on the tires. We don't care about these tires. So now the thing is, this is lap 29. Still got grip here, but it starts raining the next lap, so I think we'll pit him because he can't last another lap anyway. And Surikov can go the next lap, so he'll go at the right time. Okay, Bergman is finally, I think, going to get past. See, the blue flags helped him. Yeah, get past him, get past him. Okay, so Cristiano should be in the pits. All of this headache. And the leaders help them out. See, Bergman is pitting now. See, just that, all that hard work, and it got ruined because the leaders came through and they took advantage of the blue flag, and he passed us under blue flag. Okay. Okay, we jumped him in the pits, I think. Good, good, good. So Surikov, pit here. So Hamilton went past him. Hamilton is on the dry tire, so don't worry, he will get him. Balcazar is on the soft, so I think anybody now will have to pit again, probably. So Hamilton went past, so it's not drying, you moron. Yeah, this got jumbled up. We are 8 and 9. I think the people in front of us, they might be good for a few laps, but then they'll have to pit. Surikov has managed to get ahead of his teammate in all of this. Bergman has gone past Cristiano. Where is Cristiano? Okay, push on the tires, man. Keep Bergman behind. Bergman has been a constant pain in the neck. Burn these tires, I don't care. You don't have that many laps to go. Just keep Bergman behind. I'm really angry with Bergman today. Now you have front runners coming through. Hamilton is still fast. No. Now it's the dry people struggling. Lipponen is still on the dry. Who is this? Balcazar. Hang on, I don't understand. Oh, we are a lap behind them. That's how bad things are. No, just keep pushing. We are so far behind Balcazar. He crashed into someone. All was going swimmingly and he crashed into somebody and he got a drive through, so he is not going to score any points. Surikov might get Liponen, maybe. He can't even make it back to the pits here. Surikov has managed to get past. Okay, P5 is not bad for... Yeah, with the other guy it just got bad at the end. Something happened. It was fine until that accident. I did not see what happened. He might have finished in a couple of points, but yeah, Singapore is just if they want a vote to remove Singapore, I'll be the first one to vote in favor. Never actually managed anything good here. I think 5th here is probably our best result. So with Cristiano, everything was going swimmingly, and then he gets a penalty at the end. So we are up to 274. I think this is close to our best performance. I think we scored a few more points last year because there was one extra race in Munich. But yeah, I think 274 was our best result in 15 races. Bad weekend. He might as well have crashed at the start. He would have saved me all the headache of managing Bergman and all that period. Would have made my life easy. If he had just crashed on the first lap, that would have been easier. All that hard work, and at the end he crashes into someone, gets a penalty, and ruins his rear wing. If his rear wing got ruined, then the other car must have hit him from behind. So why did we get a penalty? Okay, our 3 drivers, the morale is good. Our boss is happy with his happiness. He's also 3rd. It's not changing. He's mad at Surikov, so it's not going more than 75. How long will that be? And we hit our target in both the sessions, so I guess overall it's not that bad. We should still hold on to 3rd easily. Yeah, it was so much. This was more stressful because of all the constant managing we had to do with 3 drivers. Tired. So Surikov has got 171. He's 16 ahead of De Graaf. We are about, yeah, not much, 18 ahead of Rossini. Rossini will get past, but we are 120 ahead of Panther. So we did not lose any points to Panther. And Panther have 4 races, right? Sydney, Dubai, and Brazil, Munich. So 4 races to get 120 more than us. I mean, make up that 120. So I don't think it's going to happen. So we should hold on to 3rd. Surikov's inflated ego, -5. Surikov nice guy, +5. Surikov argument chairman, -25. So how long will that take to get rid of that? So our results are not making a difference. Positive results. He's stuck at 75. He's not going beyond 75. Anyway, so okay, race. I'm happy it's over. Singapore's not our favorite. So when we come back, we will look at Sydney. We'll see if we can build something. It's in 17 days, so our gearbox should be ready, that dodgy gearbox. And yeah, we'll try and start working on the front wing because that is our weak point. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. I did not. And I'll see you for the next one in Sydney.